The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi, friends. A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. A live look inside Fred Rust Arena precedes the second of two meetings this weekend and this season between the University of Pittsburgh Panthers and the Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division I ACHA team here in Newark, Delaware. Another edition of the Delaware Hockey Network live on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Hi to you all. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications Press Box Alumni Weekend here at Fred Rust Arena as the Blue Hens look to complete a sweep of the Pitt Panthers. Before a crowd filled with Blue Hens of yesteryear, they won 6-5 yesterday. They put up 5 quick goals, including 3 in a stretch of just a few minutes, which prompted Devin Baresi to be pulled from the game by Pitt head coach Stu Rolnick. Grant Lindsay in relief, nearly perfect, saving the first 18 Delaware shots that he faced, including this one right here. Grant Lindsay simply dynamite yesterday in net. Good rebound control there, as was the hallmark of his game, but it was this goal from Dominic Guido. A minute and 59 seconds into overtime that sealed victory for the Delaware Blue Hens and extended their regulation unbeaten streak to 9 games. Guido back in the lineup for the Blue Hens. Centering the second line, flanked by Cody Diaz and Chance DeBolt. We'll see the third line handling starting duties this evening. Pat Mecco, Luke Doshin, and Tommy Tracy. One of the trouble spots of yesterday's game. A bit of a liability defensively speaking, giving up a number of scoring chances to the Oldrich Virag Josh Rip line. They accounted for 10 of the 12 A-grade chances for Pitt. More about that in a moment. Will Gould and Jay Luce will start on defense. Jacob Snellenberg, an off night for Jacob's standards maybe, but he still recorded 39 saves on 44 Pitt shots last night. Again, 12 of those 44 shots were A-grade chances, so Snellenberg definitely holding his own. Goals against average still under 2. Save percentage right about .925 as we head into the second half of this weekend series. On the other side of the red line, Stu Rolnick's Pitt Panthers. Grant Lindsay, in a word, wow. He came into the game 5.5 minutes into the second period, came in cold to relieve Devin Baresi, who gave up 5 goals on 15 shots, and Lindsay saved 18 of 19 in total. Eddie Pezzo out of the lineup tonight. A healthy scratch with Josh Ripp and Ulrich Virag joined on the top line by Ian Keller. We'll see J.C. Bell starting with Colby Bilski and Ben Leslie again. Bell accounting for 2 of Pitt's 5 goals last night. Ben Oslick and Jack Casella will start on the defensive for Stu Rolnick's Pitt Panthers, and as mentioned, Grant Lindsay getting the call between the pipes after a stellar effort in relief last night, making it incredibly hard for the Blue Hens to emerge with their 13th win of the season. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you all season long by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your situation, the expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. That does it for the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report. We'll be back after a brief timeout on the Delaware Hockey Network as we tee up the second half of this weekend series between the Delaware Blue Hens and the Pitt Panthers. This is the Delaware Hockey Network. We're live on the 412, and it's all brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team.
With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, live on the 412. Brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Delaware victorious over the University of Pittsburgh Panthers yesterday by a tally of 6-5, capped by a Dominic Guido overtime game-winning goal. But it was nearly flawless netminding from Grant Lindsay that made things awfully tough on the Blue Hens, who saw their 5-2 mid-second period lead slip away and force the game into overtime. We're going to take you inside the glass for tonight's Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League present a men's Division I regular season game between the visiting University of Pittsburgh Panthers and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Pitt Panthers, coached by Stu Rolnick. Starting in goal, number 35, Grant Lindsay. On defense, number 2, Ben Oslick. And number 14, Jack Casella. Starting at left wing, number 10, Ben Leslie. At right wing, number 18, J.C. Bell. And starting at center, number 7, Colby Bilski. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. Let's meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. On defense, number 24, Jay Luce. And number 9, Will Gould. Starting at left wing, number 11, Patrick Meckel. At right wing, number 15, Luke Dosha. And starting at center, number 28, Tommy Tracy. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Bainge, and Eric Sterren, assisted by student manager Anthony Mazzio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Rich Jondo and Rich Lachal, and linesmen Gavin Doyle and Chris Draves. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to center ice. We are joined this evening by University of Delaware Deputy Athletic Director Jordan Skolnick for a ceremonial puck drop. In 19 months' time, Fred Rust Arena will be the University of Delaware's newest NCAA venue as Division I women's hockey makes its way to Newark. We ask the captains Aldrich Farag and Pat Meckel meet at center ice for this ceremonial puck drop. Patrick, Aldrich, Jordan, thank you all. And now, fans, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag, located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ready to roll in the first aid as Kyle and Sean remove the carpet. The white-clad Delaware Blue Hens make their final pregame preparations. And so do we in the 412 Communications press box. James Witherite joining you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Our videographer is Evie Hill. Blue Hens in their home whites, moving left to right in opening period play. Pitt in their away gold sweaters, moving right to left, backstopped by Grant Lindsay, who was phenomenal in relief yesterday, stopping 18 of 19 total shots on goal. Here we go from Fred Rust Arena in Game 2 of this weekend series. Luke Doshin, quick shot! Just 11 seconds into the contest, waffle boarded aside by Lindsay. Jack Casella controls the puck. He flips this up ice. It's batted down by Gould at center. Taken away by Bilski. Walks in up the right wing boards. Bilski throws the puck in close. It's intercepted by Jay Luce in the net front area. Luce leaves this behind the net to Will Gould. Doshin ahead to the accelerating Tommy Tracy. He gains center before throwing the puck in. This is caught and held by Grant Lindsay for a pause in play. Just 40 seconds into the proceedings. Face-off's going to come to Grant Lindsay's left. Right in front of the reconfigured 412 Communications press box. Alumni taking over the skybox here this weekend as Justin Guelph emerges with a close-up shot right into the breadbasket of Lindsay. That goes, and the Hens are forced back deep in their zone to recover. Riley Donor caroms the puck behind the net. It's picked up by Tanner Mahoney. Sidoriak fired it ahead to Rodriguez, but the pass up the middle, covered up by Grant Lindsay before it could be reeled in. So 66 seconds in to period number 1. Another attacking zone faceoff coming the way of the Blue Hens. The big guns on for both sides. Virag matched up by Mahoney in the near faceoff circle. Sidoriak protects at center. Steering the puck out of the reach of Aldrich Virag, leading scorer for Pitt with 25 goals this season. This taken away by Ian Keller. With Eddie Pezzo out of the lineup tonight, Keller joins Rip and Virag on the Panthers' most productive line. Delayed offside against the Panthers, says linesman Chris Draves. He had the young gun Gavin Doyle, the linesman for this evening's game. A pair of Riches in the bands, Rich John Doe and Rich Lachal. Peluso steers the puck behind the goal. This goes out of play in the Pitt bench area. Attacking zone draw for the Blue Hens does not go their way. Rotolo could not clear. DeBolt intercepts the breakout, but it's taken away by Luke Beatty. Steered behind the net, Oslick to Rotolo. Up the left wing boards comes Beatty. Beatty in a one-on-one. Shot was bothered by the Angelino Daniel Berg. Holding the right point, Oslick throws the puck in. This is caught and held by Snellenberg, and he holds for a pause in the action with 17:44 to go in period number 1 from Fred Rust Arena. Healthy crowd on hand, and the Panthers fans travel well from Oakland. A few dozen, clad in the traditional blue and gold, lining the railing and filling the seats to our right. And if yesterday's any indication, they're in for a treat just as much as we are here in the press box, and as much as the Delaware faithful on the opposite end of the stands will be treated to as well. Heitzhaus from Gould gains center before throwing the puck in behind the Pitt goal. Ben Oslick steers this to Rotolo. Rotolo walks the puck up to his own blue line. Cross-ice feed finds Bilski. The headman pass intended for J.C. Bell, who had 2 last night, didn't connect cleanly. Bilski reaching for the puck. He was slowed up in the slot. Doshin steers it off his backhand to the far corner behind the net, but Leslie regains for Pitt. Centering pass bobbled by J.C. Bell in the high slot. Reaching to protect the zone is Casella, but Doshin steps up to engage him. This is worked into the near corner, pushed clear by Tracy, but into the protective netting and out of play. 3.5 minutes into the first period of a 0-0 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Off a Delaware stick, this puck will stay inside the Delaware zone. Schaefer and DeBolt. Rather, Schaefer and Tracy squared off in that D-zone face-off for the Blue Hens, which sees the boys in white still pinned in their own territory. Donor and Sidoriak working together. Riley Donor saucers the puck across to the near wall. Tommy Tracy floats it in. A one-hop into the glove of Grant Lindsay for a pause in the action again. Face off to Lindsay's left as we near 4 minutes in the first period. Sidoriak tried to work the puck deep off the draw. This will come back in icing after Danny Larkin sent it up ice. The Hens elect to line up at the opposite side. According to the NCAA rulebook, new in the past couple years, the non-offending team on an icing, likewise the non-offending team on a penalty, can elect which side the restart faceoff will take place on. Sidoriak pushed back to his line, tries to throw one up the middle to Guelph. Lindsay again covers for a pause. 4 minutes and 14 seconds into the opening period. Face-off again will come to the right of Grant Lindsay, who stopped all 3 shots on goal that he's faced. A couple throw-ins in there too that he steadied, forcing a number of face-offs. The subject of which will get the particulars at the first intermission from the stat man, Eli Swope. This is Josh Ripp up the left wing board. Centering pass was intended for Keller crashing the net, but he lost his footing and skidded into the near corner boards. Battle for the puck in the far corner goes the way of Tanner Mahoney. Guelph had time and space, but he turned it over. Virag couldn't hold the zone for Pitt. Virag gets it back in the neutral zone. Cross ice feed, Keller hassled by Diaz. Dumps in behind the Delaware goal. Panthers change as we near the 5-minute mark of the opening period of this 0-0 hockey game. DeBolt and Rotolo converge in the near corner. This puck rolls to the far half wall from below the cage, and here's a 2-on-2 for the Panthers. Putting on the brakes was Luke Perry getting a shot away, but it's stick checked into the protective netting and out of play just over 5 minutes into the opening frame. Face off to Snellenberg's right. Perry and Guido in for the near circle draw. This stick checked in the atmosphere off the stick of Brady Rotolo, who tried to let a shot go from distance. Loose holds his ground but fails to clear, sending the puck into traffic in front of his own bench. Forand tried to come out the near corner, barely holding center point was Beatty. Puck gloved down by Loose, but Gould couldn't clear. Forand across the line, Rotolo caroms this around the horn to Luke Beatty working below the goal. Centering pass to Perry. He got a shot on net, not a particularly strong quality chance. Snellenberg sealed off the near post to make the textbook save. We're coming to 6 minutes in the first period. Through the slot is Leslie. Drop pass to Henderson at the right point. Shot was wide. It ricochets off the backboards. Diaz plastered along the near glass as he gets the puck up ice. It is recovered deep in Pitt territory by Leslie. Enough time for the Hens to get some fresh legs on. Leslie going coast to coast. Centering pass off his backhand. Didn't make it to J.C. Bell, crashing the net. Sidoriak able to get stick on puck. Broke up that attempt for the Panthers. We've hit the 6-minute mark in the opening period. No score from Fred Rust Arena. This comes back to center. Donor, Sidoriak. Swatted by Heitzhaus up the right wing boards. Heitzhaus and Alex Infanger joined tonight by Anthony Mulet, making his first appearance in a Blue Hen sweater. Casella outnumbered, took a long shot. It was a long shot in every sense of the term. It was wide. It had a low percentage of getting there, and the Hens work out of their zone. Donor gains center. He flips the puck in, steadied by Lindsay. Another changing of the guard for the Blue Hens as we hit 7 minutes in the first period. It's been back and forth. Only 5 shots on goal to this point, though. And there's the first! A laser from the top of the left circle. Off the stick of Shane Straubinger. Gives the Blue Hens the first of the game. And here it comes on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. That's Strauby the whole way. To give Delaware the early advantage. Berg and Tracy with the helpers. As the Blue Hens once again set off on the right foot. Delaware goal! His second of the season. Scored by number 12, Shane Straubinger. Assisted by number 3, Daniel Berg. And number 28, Tommy Tracy. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 14 seconds in the first period. Straubinger's second from Berg and Tracy at 7:14. Expect the unexpected, as the saying goes. What we can expect here is an attacking zone faceoff coming up for the Blue Hens with 11:37 to go in the opening period. And the Hens up 1-0. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long & Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long & Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation, or visit them online at injuryde.com. We are nearing the 9-minute mark of the opening period. Shane Straubinger lit the lamp at 7:14 to give the Hens the early advantage. Puck is tied up directly behind Lindsay's office, extracted by Ben Oslick, and worked up the far boards, thrown as far as the Delaware blue line plus 15 feet before Donor can recover. Piecemeal change for the fourth line coming on. That shot was turned aside by Lindsay. Sidoriak outfought for position by Leslie. The drop pass to Bell sees him steered by Sidoriak behind the net. Bell skates the perimeter of the zone, looking for his third goal of the weekend. He drops this off instead to Jack Casella, who buries the equalizer for the Panthers. So 1-1. 9:37 in. It was Casella with the initial shot, but it looked like Colby Bilski on the welcome mat was the one who ultimately put it away. So the Blue Hens lead lasted all of 2 minutes and 13 seconds as Colby Bilski notches his third goal of the season. Pitt goal, his third of the season, scored by number 7, Colby Bilski. Assisted by number 14, Jack Casella, and number 18, J.C. Bell. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 37 seconds in the first period. Bilski, his third, from Casella and Bell at 9:37. Heitzhaus ruled off for a slash with 9:39 to go in the first period. So for the first time tonight, the Blue Hens head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 19, Chris Heitzhaus. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 21 seconds in the first period. Heitzhaus 2 for slashing at 10:21. Hens off to a strong start on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill with a long clear. Leslie shot through traffic off the pads of Snellenberg, ends up in the near corner. Leslie gets his own rebound. He's pushed high in the zone by Doshin. He's on with Meckel, Gould, and Luce. The one-timer off the cross-lot pass from Danny Krull was wide, and this goes into the netting, out of play behind Snellenberg with 8:54 to go. In opening period action from Fred Rust Arena, and we're all tied up, one aside. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Rip in for the draw across from Diaz. Chance to bolt. Grabs a loose puck, and he wrists it hard up the near boards as the second wave of both the power play and PK are on for these respective sides. DeBolt, Diaz, Sidoriak, Donor. On for the Hens. Casella leaves this back to J.C. Bell. Bell with Bilski. Peluso. And Ferrand hanging out at the right dot. This shot came in from Peluso, steered off Snellenberg's right leg out of harm's way. 30 seconds to go on the Heitzhaus slash. 8 minutes to go in the opening period of this 1-1 hockey game. Around the horn, Casella shot blocked by Chance to Bolt. Another block from DeBolt. This time stopping Bilski. Right down the pipe came Casella with a third shot, and the follow-up goes into the back netting and out of play. What a kill from Delaware, and Chance to Bolt is a big reason for it. There, one block shot. He gets up. Casella leaves this to Bilski. And the secondary block from Chance to Bolt. A big catalyst for defensive momentum for the Blue Hens. There, another block shot. Straubinger standing in the way of Bandy. Here comes Guelph. Fast break, shot, stick save by Lindsay. Nobody home for the rebound chance. Mahoney gathers this in. Berg Works it low again. It bounces over the stick of Rodriguez at the near post. Ryan Rodriguez lost his footing in traffic. Richie Lachal says play on. Big washout from him. No trip there. He answered the question everybody thought subliminally. And we've got a puck out of play behind the Delaware goal. We're showing 7 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. Face off to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who stopped 8 of the 9 Pitt shots he's faced to this point. The advance of Pat Meckel will be halted at the Pitt blue line as he sends the puck out of play. Center face-off after the puck exited. Driven back by Pitt behind the Delaware goal. This is advanced by Meckel up the right wing boards. Drop pass to Doshin. Stick checked offline. Bell corrals the loose puck. Here come the Panthers in numbers. Bell steered by Luce to the far corner. Was forced to dump the puck behind the cage. Nobody home in the near corner. So Doshin had time and space to work it back the other direction. Volleyed back by Rotolo. Corralled by Henderson in front of the scorer's table. Pile up in front of the Delaware bench, sees Meckel taken off his feet. He heads off, DeBolt takes his place, and Sidoriak headmans the puck to Tracy up the near side to set up a zone entry for the Blue Hens, but they're outnumbered upon gaining the line. Sidoriak plays the body in the far corner to take the puck away at least briefly from Henderson. Henderson continues his pursuit. Deep in defensive territory, DeBolt holding his ground, couldn't set up Diaz on the welcome mat. In desperation, Donor holds the zone. Nasty hit on Diaz. Gonna go uncalled by Rich Lachal as the puck was in the vicinity. Here comes Guido. To Keller up the right wing boards, play barely onside, says Chris Draves. 5.5 to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Jack Keller throws the puck through the slot. It bounces off the back wall. Berg drives it deep to Infanger. Infanger hassled by Oslick in the far corner, now turns, throws the puck in. Lindsay got enough of that one for his 6th save of the night. This is cleared by Casella. Glove down at the Delaware line, walked in by Keller up the right wing boards. He shoots from the half wall, holding for the pause is Grant Lindsay with 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, or to place a catering order, visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Jacob Snellenberg taking care of business with 4:49 to go as he comes up with a key save, keeping this game 1-1. Virag in the slot buries one for Pitt, and the Panthers have taken the lead. For Oldrich Virag, that's number 26 on the year. Rip with the primary helper. As Virag gives the Panthers their first advantage of the night. Pitt goal, his 26th of the season. Scored by number 43, Aldrich Virag. Assisted by number 11, Josh Rip. And number 28, Ian Keller. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 14 seconds. In the first period, Virag, his 26th, from Rip and Keller at 15-14. Let's see what Rich John Doe has to say. Rodriguez gonna go for a trip. And Todd Mittelmeyer's pleading his case. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. In any case, coming up now. And it will start to the left of Jacob Snellenberg, who just a minute ago was beaten by Aldrich Virag for his 26th goal of the season. Face off to Snellenberg's left. Goes the way of the Panthers. Casella looked for a shot. Meckel took away his lane. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 10 seconds. In the first period, Rodriguez, 2 for tripping at 16:10. Face-off moves to the near side. Rip and Doshin converge on the dot to the right of Jacob Snellenberg. Puck rolls behind the net. Sidoriak steered it to Meckel, who's double-teamed by a pair of Pitt forecheckers trying to dig the puck free. It was Peluso. It is knocked into the path of Josh Rip. He bobbles. Sidoriak launches the puck up ice. And this is steadied behind the net by Grant Lindsay, who was nearly flawless last night with 18 saves on 19 shots. It was the 19th that got his number. Peluso, drop pass, Bell with a rocket from the top of the right circle, just off its mark. Casella holds the left point. This work to Rip in the near corner, back to Casella. He lines up a shot at the top of the near circle. Infanger steps up to engage him and force the pass across to J.C. Bell. He let one go across the surface of the ice from the right point, but it missed the near post. Casella pursued by Infanger again. 2:25 to go. In the first period, the centering pass beyond the reach of Bilski. Nearly swatted out of harm's way by Heitzhaus, but Virag comes barreling in. Drop pass to Leslie at center point. A poke check from Danny Berg slows him up as we come to the final 20 seconds of the Rodriguez tripping minor. This is backhanded up the far side by Heitzhaus, but not out as Ian Keller holds the zone for the Panthers. Oslick pulls back into neutral ice. Virag stick handles. Leaves this to Keller. Back to Virag it comes. Across the line, Oslick lets one go from 62 feet. Infanger with the blocked shot, and the Hens are back to full strength. Leslie lost the line, and this is blown offside by Chris Draves. .98 seconds to go in the opening period of a 2-1 hockey game. Advantage Pitt over Delaware, thanks to goals from Colby Bilski and Aldrich Virag. Face-off just above the Delaware blue line goes the way of Luke Perry, one of the bottom 6 centers for Stu Rolnick's Pitt Panthers. Defeated in overtime yesterday, but the defending ESCHL champions coming back with a vengeance here on the Saturday night. They lead 2-1 as we come to the final 75 seconds of the opening period from Fred Rust Arena. Hens looking to put together a concerted attack to try to force a deadlock at the intermission. In comes Guido, hard shot, turned aside. The follow-up from DeBolt was over the crossbar after Lindsay gave up the rebound on the initial save. Brady Rotolo pulls back into the far corner. DeBolt bodies him off the puck. They get tied up now. Mahoney tries to offer support. Holding the left point was Riley Donor, throwing it into congestion net front, and Bandy clears for the Panthers. Mahoney regains. Up the left dots, he was stonewalled at the blue line by Virag. This entry is good. Ulrich Virag, headman pass ripped. A poke check from Snellenberg keeps it a one-goal game. Mess of activity net front after the Snellenberg save. Play is directed behind the cage, taken down. In the corner was Ian Keller. He regathers his wares. Guelph gathers the puck. He's got a few seconds left up the right wing wall. 3, 2, Sidoriak last shot. Tipped into the back netting as the horn sounds, and that does it for the opening period. The score through one period. University of Pittsburgh Panthers 2, Delaware Blue Hens 1. We'll be back after the first intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Hens drew first blood 7:14 into the first period, but since then it's been all Pitt Panthers. Colby Bilski leveling the score on this net front redirect of a Jack Casella shot, and then Aldrich Virag came through with his 26th goal of the season to put Pitt up 2-1 at the 15-14 mark of the first. Readying for the start of the second period, James Witherite joining you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Our videographer is Evie Hill. Gavin Doyle set to drop the puck on period number 2 as Tanner Mahoney is joined by Bilski, and off we go in second period play from Fred Rust Arena. If you're just joining us, Delaware traveling right to left in the second period. Oh, loose puck, it's batted in! Tanner Mahoney shoots and scores! Oh, scratch my back with a hacksaw, as Mike Lang says. Mahoney off the rebound, puts the Hens back level. Here it comes on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Mahoney gets his own rebound off the Grant Lindsay save. And all of 15 seconds into the second period, the Hens have erased the Panthers' first intermission advantage. Mahoney's got 9 on the year now. After following his own shot, good heads-up play from the sophomore out of Peters Township, Pennsylvania. Oh, Delaware goal! His 9th of the season. Scored by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Assisted by number 21, Justin Guelph. Time of the goal, 15 seconds in the second period. Mahoney's 9th from Guelph at 15 seconds. Puck battle developing in the far corner of the Pitt zone. Guido bodied hard by Virag into the Delaware bench. Diaz protects the puck for Delaware, but steered behind the Pitt goal. Here comes Donor the other way. He tries to center to Guido. His shot blocked. Sidoriak protects the center point. Here a shot in from Diaz. Rings off the pads of Grant Lindsay. And our first Pitt penalty of the game is coming. We'll see what Richie Lachal has to say. Slashing the call on Quentin Schaefer. So for the first time tonight, the Delaware Blue Hens are headed to the Carl Dubé power play. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. When looking for the perfect something special for your someone special. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Pitt penalty assessed to number 8, Quentin Schaefer. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 47 seconds in the second period. Schaefer, 2 for slashing at 1:47. Rodriguez holding the left point. Cycles to Meckel. Played up the near wall, Riley Donor. Slap shot from the line, off the waffle board of Lindsay. Nobody home for the rebound putback opportunity, but Rodriguez maintains control for the Blue Hens. Off Lindsay's 11th save. The cross-slot pass ricochets off the far boards. Corralled by Guelph, worked into the near corner, where again, Rodriguez leaves this to Meckel, back to Donor it comes. Guelph, Donor. Shot from center point, that was blocked by Henderson. A net front scrum, trying to put it back was Meckel on the doorstep. Lindsay said no, sir. Here's Rodriguez. Pushed high by Peluso. Drop back to Guelph, stepping in from the point. A laser from 35 feet, wide of its intended target. It ricochets off the near corner boards, but Donor, protecting the point, maintains this Delaware momentum. It comes back to Riley Donor from Meckel. We're a minute 20 into the power play. First wave has been on for this first 83 seconds as a Grant Lindsay save finally gives both teams a chance to reset. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into period number 2. Second unit on for the Hens, DeBolt, Guido, Doshin, Sidoriak, and Tracy. So a 4-1 power play configuration both ways for the Blue Hens. This is sent clear by Ben Oslick up the near boards from deep in Pitt territory, and it's the first time in this Carl Dubé power play that the Blue Hens have been in their own zone. Tommy Tracy tries to streak through the slot, but he's pickpocketed by Ferrand. Ferrand off the near corner boards. Oslick can't clear. Gavin Doyle said he did, though. This was signaled offside with 16:15 to go in period number 2.
Tanner Mahoney evened the score for the Blue Hens 15 seconds into the second period. Just a few ticks left on the Schaefer slashing minor. And the Panthers will escape their first shorthanded situation unscathed, but Delaware has done well to build some momentum during that 2-minute stretch, continuing their onslaught of shots on Grant Lindsay. Rip can't walk free. Heitzhaus prolongs the salvo with a hard shot off the turnover, but Lindsay with the glove save brings play to a halt with 15:49 to go in the second period of a 2-2 hockey game. Draw coming to the left of Grant Lindsay as Varag and Guelph, the top centers for this team, meet linesman Chris Draves. Puck is down, play resumes, and holding control for the Hens was Jack Keller at the right point, given away to Varag. Walked by Rip up the right dots through neutral territory, but Straubinger keeps him outside the house. On the wraparound, Rip nearly lost the puck, flipped to Varag behind the net, caromed up the near side, hacked at by Rodriguez. This goes out, and it will come back and icing at the 4-minute, 37-second mark of period number 2. This is going to come to Snellenberg's left. Bilski in for the attacking zone draws. Pitt, the non-offending team on the icing, was entitled to a change, whereas Delaware not availed the same luxury. Straubinger protected the left point. He's got it again. Across the line to his D partner, Jack Keller. Puck thrown in off the backboards. Unable to reel it in close was Guelph, turned over to Leslie. He throws the puck up the left wing boards. There's no icing here. Keller plays the body on Bell to protect the puck for the Blue Hens. Heitzhaus leaves this to Keller. Straubinger, the recipient of the D-to-D pass, advances it up the far wall to Heitzhaus, who had gained center. The Hens will get themselves an attacking zone faceoff as the Panthers were guilty of an icing with 14:34 to go in the second period. All tied up 2-2 from Fred Rust Arena. And friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. J.C. Bell accelerates up the left wing boards. He gets a shot away while being steered to the far corner. He was outnumbered, and Snellenberg ultimately directed the puck out of harm's way. Coming to the 6-minute juncture
of period number 2. Infanger takes a check trying to clear. Anthony Muley risks the puck up as far as the point, which was held by Danny Larkin for Pitt. Gould overshoots Muley on the breakout pass. Failing to clear was Peluso. Muley behind the net to Heitzhaus. Heitzhaus checked off the puck by Peluso. Schaefer recovers for the Panthers. Stretch pass through traffic, batted back into Pitt territory, controlled by Larkin. Kral fanned on the puck. It's pushed back by Tracy just in over the Pitt line before Peluso volleyed it back. And this one will come back too. Another icing infraction against the University of Pittsburgh at the 6.5-minute mark of period number 2. Hens elect to take this face-off to Lindsay's left. The Tracy Meckledoshan line on. Schaefer and Tracy meet for the draw. Lazy shot in from Sidoriak. Was turned aside by Grant Lindsay to the near corner. The follow-up from Donor, he got a little more mustard on that. Doshan's net front redirect just under the shoulders was off its line. Donor's got space up the left wing wall. Pitt with a partial change. The Hens came in numbers, but they couldn't take advantage of that change. 2-on-1 the other way. Centering pass from Keller sails beyond the reach of Rip. It is cleared by Sidoriak. Meckel got tied up at center, and this comes back an icing. As a gathering of college-age boys in the corner surrounds a down Dan Larkin. Just beyond 7 minutes gone in the second period. Referee Rich Jondo ushering the players away from the gathering in the corner as Larkin will receive medical attention. The Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. Delaware Sports Medicine. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. And Carl Dubé Jewelers. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email Mo at mjr@412communications.com. Happy to report Dan Larkin skated back to the Pitt bench entirely under his own power. And that from here just looked like a tough luck hockey play. Ultimately gone bad for Larkin in the end, despite a clean hit in the corner. Farag and Bell getting the story from Rich Squared. Chris Draves has spotted the face-off at center ice. And we're set to resume action. 12:54 to go in the second period. And still 5 aside. We're tied 2-2. Delaware's Tanner Mahoney putting the Hens back on level pegging with the Pitt Panthers just 15 seconds into the second period. That Diaz shot was off the back glass. Guido off the one-timer. Bodied high in the slot by Varag. Turnover forced. Here's Rip leading a 2-on-2 for Pitt the other way. Donor lowers the shoulder in on Rip to steer him behind the goal. Varag controls a loose puck. He flips it back to Rip, but he's pursued by Guido in the far corner. Rip puts one on the doorstep. Virag was boxed out by Sidoriak. Race for the loose vulcanized rubber between the 25s. DeBolt couldn't push clear. Henderson protected the point. Guido risked the puck out of harm's way, and it's slammed by Diaz from in front of his own bench the rest of the way up ice. That enables the Blue Hens to get some fresh legs on with 8 minutes elapsed. In period number 2, this will not go as an icing. Mahoney through traffic, looking for another. He's got help on the doorstep by the form of Justin Guelph, but Oslick angled him out of the house to take away the shot lane. Andreas Ferrand off the crossbar with 11:37 to go. Generated the close-up breakaway, but Snellenberg thanking his lucky stars and thanking the red iron behind him too. As that puck bounces off the crossbar and out of action. Guelph unable to clear off the D-zone draw. Perry maintains momentum for the Panthers. Rodriguez takes a shove in the two-a-side scrum in the near corner, and play is whistled dead by Richie Jondo with 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go, signaling a trip. It goes against the Panthers. As this faceoff comes down ice. Andreas Ferrand, the guilty party. Sending the Blue Hens to their second Carl Dubé power play of the night. No dice first time round, but the Hens did maintain good momentum as they look to keep in their favor here the second time around on the man advantage. Delaware 4 diamonds, it's Dubé. Pitt penalty was assessed to number 4, Andreas Ferrand. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes 35 seconds in the second period. Ferrand, 2 for tripping at 8:35. Sidoriak broke up a Virag 2-on-1 attack. And on the other end, he scores! Ivan Sidoriak makes the defensive play in his own end, and he puts a bow on it in the pit end to give the Blue Hens a 3-2 advantage. Give and go with Luke Doshin. Gives Ivan Sidoriak his 4th of the year. And the Blue Hens are back in front, converting on the Carl Dubé power play. Oh, Delaware goal! His 4th of the season, scored by number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. Assisted by number 15, Luke Doshin. Time of the power play goal. 9 minutes, 13 seconds in the second period. Sidoriak's 4th from Doshin at 9:13, a power play goal. Puck out of play in the Delaware zone with 10:06 to go. In the second period, sets up a face-off to the left of Jacob Snellenberg, who has stopped 13 of 15 shots. Heightshouse stood up by Danny Kroll in a battle for the puck in the far corner. This sent to Peluso. His shot was wide from the left point. Johns gives it away to Alex Infanger. 4th line accounted for 1 goal last night of Delaware's 6. It was Alex Infanger finding the back of the net for his third of the year. Here comes Heitzhaus up the middle, 1-on-2. Heitz's shot, blocker down and away by Lindsay. Nobody home for the rebound opportunity. It stays a one-goal game. Quick counterattack. Danny Kroll, shot denied by Snellenberg. The follow-up from Peluso, sailed wide. And now a 3-on-2 the other direction. Doshin, drop pass, Infanger, no. He was wide off the release from 35 feet. Straubinger recovers at his own blue line, turning the puck over briefly to Ian Keller, but Straubinger gets it back just inside the stripe. Muley appeared to be just offside, but Doshin had gained to the zone. Chris Draves had the better look at it from his vantage point, and he said all was good. This is an icing against the Pitt Panthers with 8:54 to go in the second period. Delaware, thanks to Ivan Sidoriak's Carl Dubé power play goal, with the 3-2 advantage. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, web to print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Yes, including the Mon Valley. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us today at 412communications.com. 8:23 to go in the second period. Delaware with a 3-2 lead over Pitt from Fred Rust Arena. Hens 8-0-1 in their last 9 games. They beat Pitt 6-5 in overtime in a barn burner yesterday. That's their second straight overtime win after Tanner Mahoney sealed one in extra against Rhode Island on Sunday. Another Lindsay save, his 17th on 20 shots faced, brings play to a screeching halt with 8 minutes to go in the second period. Guido Diaz-DeBolt on for the Blue Hens. Perry in across from the Iron Man, Cody Diaz. So called the Iron Man as he hails from Neenah, Wisconsin. Known the world over for its iron foundry. Guido, hard shot from center point into the Lindsay glove. Face-off comes to the right of Grant Lindsay. Dominic Guido in to take this draw. Across from Bilski. Luce protects the point for the Blue Hens, but Leslie pushes past him. The puck skittered out of his reach though, and Gould recovered for Delaware, but pushed deep into his own territory. Guido overpowered for the puck by Leslie at center. Here comes Gould back the other way, countered by Oslick, holding the red line for Pitt. 7:17 to go in period number 2 from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware 3, Pitt 2. It was the Ivan Sidoriak goal on the Carl Dubé power play that gave the Hens the advantage. Gould brings the puck down in the near corner, dodges the Leslie check. Loose. Up the far side, Guido, double team, shovels the puck from blue line to blue line and then some. And on the re-entry for Pitt comes J.C. Bell in a 1-on-2. Loose throws a shoulder as they converge in the far corner and recovers for the Hens. His D partner Will Gould gives it away to Casella. Here's an odd man rush from short range for Pitt. Kroll throws the puck behind the net. Loose at the center of a two-a-side battle. This was kicked out to Kroll in the mid-slot, but taken away and cleared. No icing, says Chris Draves, with 6:18 to go in the second period. Chaotic changes both ways. This dumped in by Brendan Johns behind the Delaware net. Schaefer beaten to the punch by Snellenberg, who played the puck out, and Rodriguez leads a 2-on-2 counterattack for the Hens, looking to expand their lead. This comes back to Sidoriak at center. Donor. Touch pass from Rodriguez. Nearly picked clean by Schaefer. Rodriguez from the left corner through the puck in the net front area. This continues on. Everybody kind of stopped dead in their tracks there with 5:43 to go in period number 2. Verhaeghe denied by Snellenberg the other way. Now tries to set up Keller on the doorstep. Puck bounced off his stick, and Tanner Mahoney races up the middle. Guelph crashing the net. No! Solid chance there for Justin Guelph, but he had just too much momentum barreling toward the cage, and that cost him a quality shot. Penalty coming up against the Blue Hens. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second. Guelph off for cross-checking. So the Blue Hens, for the third time tonight, go on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 21, Justin Guelph. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes 50 seconds in the second period. Guelph 2 for cross-checking at 14:50. Alex Peluso confronted by Straubinger. Turnover was forced. Berg can't carry him the puck clear as Bell holds the left point. To Casella. Peluso bobbles the puck at the near half wall. He gathers it back in. Peluso kept high by Alex Infanger. Tries to pave away to the cage, but he's steered to the corner by Berg once again. Casella throws one in at an awkward angle. Sealing off the far post was Snellenberg for save number 16. Cross slot pass from Rip. Peluso's shot on the welcome mat was wide of the near post, and Snellenberg, to his credit, crossed to the near post in time. We've got 4 minutes to go in the second period. Delaware leads Pitt 3-2 in this back and forth fast-paced affair. Verhaeghe faked slapper. He gets the puck back. He tries to snipe one from the right dot. Snellenberg blockers the puck behind him into the far corner. 30 to go on the Guelph penalty. Intercepting the puck off the Leslie stick was Luke Doshin, and he rifles it clear. Oslick fans on the breakout. Doshin, the forechecking menace. Here comes Verhaeghe, barreling in. Snellenberg says no! Let's see that again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay with 200 seconds to go in the second period. Ulrich Verhaeghe, leading goal scorer for the Panthers, comes pile driving into the slot, but the last word goes to Snellenberg for save number 17. Hens unscathed on their third Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. And we've entered the final 3 minutes of the second period of this back and forth 3-2 hockey game. Advantage Blue Hens. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is a crucial player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to help you achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is not only the qualified choice, but the convenient one too. for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Hens back on the PK. As Sidoriak was ruled off for tripping with 2:35 to go in the second. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 25 seconds in the second period. Sidoriak, 2 for tripping at 17:25. Bell to Peluso. Shot was wide from distance. Rip controls the rebound. He tried to put one on a tee for Bilski, but the puck skittered right through. Bell holding the line. Infanger nearly forced the turnover, but Casella protects in front of the Pitt bench. 107 seconds to go in the second period. Casella one-timer. Follow up on the near side comes from Alex Peluso. And the Panthers are back level, scoring on the power play. Alex Peluso getting his first of the year. And we'll see how it materializes. Casella with the one-timer into Snellenberg's pads. And then Peluso finishes. Before Snellenberg can regain his footing and cross to the near post. So with his first goal of the season, Pitt's Alex Peluso has taken away the Blue Hens' advantage. Pitt goal, his first of the season, scored by number 41, Alex Peluso. Assisted by number 14, Jack Casella, and number 7, Colby Bilski. Time of the power play goal, 18 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Peluso's first from Casella and Bilski. A power play goal at 18:18. Final 72 in the second period. Hens with 2 goals this period, looking to reclaim the lead. Tracy fanned on the puck in close. Loose with a rocket from distance. That one turned aside by Lindsay. A mess of players from both sides contesting the rebound behind the cage. Ultimately, it's controlled by Danny Larkin. Slammed off the backboards and lofted ahead by Ferrand. Brought down at the Delaware blue line by Luce initially, now walked in by Luke Perry. He's steered by Tracy to the near corner. Drop pass, Henderson. Winding up from center point and scoring was Brady Rotolo. Rotolo with his 5th of the year. With 32 seconds to go in the second. And the Panthers with 2 unanswered goals of their own. Have reclaimed the lead. So now 4-3. It was Rotolo from center point who beat Snellenberg. Give the Panthers the lead once again. Pitt goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 19, Brady Rotolo. assisted by number 25, Luke Henderson. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 28 seconds in the second period. Rotolo's fifth from Henderson at 19:28. The score through 2 periods. Pitt Panthers 4, Delaware Blue Hens 3. We'll be back after the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. 4-3 through 40 minutes. Delaware's lead in the second period. Short-lived. Somehow our replay system is glitching. Gonna try again here for the second period highlights. And unfortunately, we won't be able to bring those to you. Gavin Doyle takes a spill on the opening drop of the third period. Working up the left wing boards was Mahoney. Into the pit zone, but unable to prolong his momentum. Casella. Unable to escape the reach of Mahoney, but he gets the puck ahead to J.C. Bell. Long throw in from center. Turned aside by Snellenberg. This is stopped by Lindsay for a pause. Now we'll take you to the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. The highlights of the second period. Ivan Sidoriak with a power play goal, giving Delaware a 3-2 lead. But then back-to-back jacks for the Pitt Panthers. Not only erased that advantage, here the putback from Alex Peluso. to tie it up for the Panthers. And then just 70 seconds later, a rocket from the point. Brady Rotolo with his 5th of the season. The go-ahead goal for Pitt. And now 75 seconds into the 3rd period. The Blue Hens struggling to get out of their own zone to counter. Donor flips the puck into the near corner. Pursued by the Iron Man, Cody Diaz. He's checked off the path of the puck by Banby. DeBolt couldn't set up Berg at the right point. This goes all the way back into the Delaware zone. We are 100 seconds into the 3rd period. Straubinger pushes free. Virag tried to block the pass intended for Tracy waiting at the blue line. He caused enough of a disruption to force a pile up behind the net. A two-a-side battle which sees Tracy try to find space, but Ulrich Virag stays with them and clears. Straubinger, rather it was Berg who returned the puck back up the near side, but he gave it away to Peluso. He with the go-ahead goal for the Panthers. And the Hens again are driven back in their end. Two and a half in. Close-up shot from Pat Meckel. Sealed off by Grant Lindsay. This is skied off the backboards by Gould. And out come the visitors. But Ferrand was stood up. Follow-up shot, Doshin. Lost his footing. There a high hit on Infanger from Oslick separates him from the puck. And Luke Perry takes aim the other direction. Just beyond 3 minutes in the 3rd period. Gould forced a stick handle as Infanger was offside. Heitzhaus pursues a rolling puck in the far corner. He leaves this to Donor coming in at the left point. Fresh D pair on for the Hens. Sidoriak trying to keep the near side airtight as this puck is flipped out by Perry. Sidoriak was drawn 3 feet into neutral ice before recovering. Changing of the guard for the Blue Hens. Balanced score sheet today for the Hens. 2 of their goals coming from defensemen. In for the faceoff. Sidoriak opens fire. Rodriguez tripped net front. He got tied up by Bilski, and Rodriguez couldn't put the rebound back. Here's Mahoney off the pads of Lindsay. Race for the puck in the near corner. Mahoney got there in time. Net front set up. Rodriguez turning hard. Shot was wide. Rodriguez gets his rebound. This left to Donor at the point. Headman pass for Rodriguez, intercepted by Bilski. Walked up ice. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Panthers. Bilski takes a check. Drop pass. The Johns shot was sticked by Snellenberg up into the netting and out with 15:22 to go in regulation. Pitt with a 4-3 lead. The Hens getting their chances in, though, to start the third. Face off in the far circle. Guido joined by Ian Keller. And the Hens clear. Guido could not feed to Diaz. This is caromed behind the Pitt net by Peluso up the far side beyond Keller's reach. DeBolt recovers. He bobbled the puck on his way in up the far wall. The Delaware fans want a call from Richie Jondo, but there is no sympathy to be had from Jondo, who also doubles as an AHL and ECHL linesman, it's worth noting. At one point, we saw him mouth to a spectator, "You know nothing." Good-natured ribbing between friends across the glass, I'm sure. Or maybe not. But we don't think Richie was in the wrong. Cleared by Beatty over the glass and out. Play restarts in the Pitt zone. Gould off the Tracy faceoff win. Doshin with a one-timer from 15 into Lindsay's leg pads. Meckel holds the rebound. Doshin takes a check at the near wall. He's shoved off the puck by Larkin.
Gould, blocker save by Lindsay. 24 saves on 27 shots so far for the Pitt netminder, who was absolutely sparkling in the overtime defeat handed the Panthers last night. He saved 18 of 19 after Devin Baresi gave up 5 on 15. Penalty coming up against the Panthers. Guido hassled behind the net. Leslie gains possession and control. And Carl Dubé power play time is upon us for the Delaware side as Brady Rotolo heads off for a high stick. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington when looking for the perfect something special for your someone special. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Pittsburgh penalty assessed to number 19, Brady Rotolo. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 17 seconds in the third period. Rotolo 2 for high sticking at 6:17. Clearing attempt broken up by the glove of Ryan Rodriguez. Meckel throws a body on Oslick battling for the puck in the far corner. Guelph gets this around to Donor. Guelph saw his lane taken away by Keller. Donor throws one through the slot. Puck is loose. Lindsay's out of position. Guelph couldn't bat it in from 15 feet. Rodriguez and Mahoney pursue the rebound. Casella has room in close. He fires the puck off the glass, and this goes 200 feet from our right to our left. 50 seconds gone on the Pitt penalty to Brady Rotolo. Guelph to Doshin. Off the near wall, glove down by Guido out of midair. Guido off his backhand, crosses to his forehand now, looking for the shot lane as Tracy comes on to join this second wave. Doshin net front, Virag manning the net front territory, winds up and he fires the puck clear with authority.
12.5 to go. Pitt 4, Delaware 3 from Fred Rust Arena. Blue Hens have not lost in regulation since November. Tracy leaves it to Sidoriak. Tracy, one-timer, hard and wide, and this ricochets off the near corner boards all the way back into Delaware territory, where Sidoriak finds Doshin on the breakout. Guido protects, takes a shoulder from Bilski. He's steered to the near corner. Hens are going to go on the PK here. As Richie Lashall had his arm up in the pit zone. Doshin heads off for tripping. .827 into period number 3, and that sends the Blue Hens to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. 75% on the PK through 40. And this 5th Pitt power play has begun. Delaware penalty assessed to number 15, Luke Doshin. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 27 seconds in the 3rd period. Doshin 2 for tripping at 8:27. Rip across from Infanger in the face-off circle. Wins the draw for the Panthers. Casella's shot from center point was blocked right at release. Hens clear. 9 gone, 11 to go in the 3rd period. Pitt leads Delaware 4-3. Hens with their back to the wall, down a man for another 80 seconds. Gould corrals a loose puck. He can't clear. Jack Casella gloves it down to hold the zone. Bothered's shot was wide off the back glass. Infanger scraps, double teamed in front of his own bench. He can't muscle the puck free. It's held in by Peluso. Close-up shot on the doorstep from Rip. Was off its intended line. Looked like Snellenberg got a piece of it. Bell waits a beat, trying to draw Infanger out of position. Centering pass goes past the reach of Bilski. The shot from Rip was offline, and the rebound comes back to the Pitt blue line as we near halfway in the 3rd period. Panthers 4, Blue Hens 3 from Fred Rust Arena, and a special hello to everybody joining us on the Delaware Hockey Network here this evening in the 2nd meeting between the Panthers and the Blue Hens, not just of the weekend, but of the season. It feels almost foregone that both of these teams will end up at the Revolution Ice Center in Pittston, Pennsylvania in a month's time for the ESCHL postseason tournament. And we here at the Delaware Hockey Network will have it all for you February 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The Dubé name has been synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware since 1895, a 4-generation family tradition. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. The Sidoriak shot from the right point, gathered in by Grant Lindsay for save 26. 9:18 to go. This puck goes into the netting, out of play. Guelph and Bilski again. Bilski chips the puck behind the net, beyond the reach of Justin Guelph, but not out, as holding the left point was Riley Donor. Now Donor's drawn back into the neutral zone. Sidoriak pulls back. He pushes this puck up the near wall. It is controlled in Pitt territory by Larkin initially. Coming back to Larkin, Mahoney forces the turnover. Bell gains the loose puck. Rodriguez takes it away and marches back and drop pass Guelph. Shot goes up into the netting and out of play after Grant Lindsay comes up with another save. The pace picking up for the Blue Hens. Lindsay with 27 saves on 30 total shots. Fresh legs on all round. Guido and Schaefer converge to the right of Grant Lindsay, who's now saved 45 shots on he's now saved 49 shots of the 49 he's faced. Yeah, we were right on the math this weekend. It feels like that should have been delayed a little bit longer as Berg let the puck go. Maybe Gavin Doyle saw him touch it inside the blue line before ultimately pulling back. In any case, a timing issue one way or the other leads to a neutral zone draw. Virag and Diaz just in front of the Pitt blue line. Straubinger did clear. This is offside. 8:06 to go. Pitt 4, Delaware 3 from Fred Rust Arena. One more home game on the docket for the men's Division I Blue Hens this season. It's Friday, February 9th, when the Drexel Dragons come to town. Senior night 2024, always a bittersweet one. Tickets available at udellhockey.com. If you can't make it, we'll have it for you live in high definition here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Richie Lachal says no goal. We're going to see it again after Keller was denied by Snellenberg. There is no goal. Lachal waved that off immediately. And we'll see if he passes anything along to us, as now Stu Rolnick wants his money's worth. Quick discussion, Stu not terribly satisfied by what Rich and Rich had to say. So on we go with 7:33 to go in regulation. And Aldrich Virag breaking up that Delaware counterattack. One-on-one. Virag stood up by Jay Luce. Luce caroms the puck behind the net, taking a check from Virag. We know Luce can deliver a check. Here he's on the receiving end and he holds his ground. Tracy turned the puck over, trying to center to Meckel while surrounded by gold sweaters. Rip was stood up by Sidoriak. Doshin the other way. Chips the puck behind the back wall. It rolls along said back wall. Muley checked off his feet. He bounces back up. Infanger leaves the puck to Sidoriak. His shot, bobbled by Lindsay. Heightshouse crashing the net, couldn't track the rebound down. 6.5 to go in regulation. Delaware trying to get one back. Sidoriak's chance from the right point. Took a skip wide of the near post after Lindsay made a play at it. Sidoriak again. Chaos in front. Lindsay with another save. Rebound this time. Cleared by Ferrand. And it goes out with 6:22 to go in the third period. Chances still raining in from the Delaware Blue Hens. And we're going to stay 4-on-4 with 6:22 to go. Last play face-off. Coming to the right of Grant Lindsay. 4-on-4 tends to benefit Delaware as the open ice already at Fred Rust Arena gets even bigger. Guelph, Rodriguez, Sidoriak, and Donor. The 4-on for the Hens. Pitt penalty was assessed to number 16, Dan Larkin. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 38 seconds in the third period. Also at 13:38, Delaware penalty, assessed to number 13, Anthony Muley. 2 minutes for roughing. Larkin and Muley, 2 each for roughing at 13:38. So we're 4-on-4 for another 80 seconds. Rip couldn't get through an improving Delaware back check. Mahoney checked off the puck, and Henderson finishes that hit well, knocking Mahoney off his feet. Berg recovers, 2-on-1. Mahoney to Guido. No! My goodness gracious, Grant Lindsay with a diving save to keep Pitt in front 4-3. Wow! All you can say on that, friends, is wow. A-grade chance, a 2-on-1 for the Blue Hens, an A+ grade save the other way, keeping the Panthers up 4-3 with 5 and a few ticks to go. Berg to Mahoney. Oslick takes him down at the half wall. Mahoney and Oslick converge again. Oslick swarms Mahoney, takes the puck away. It's recovered by Guido for the Hens. Another hit on Tanner Mahoney sends him off his feet. And here comes Colby Bilski leading a 2-on-2 for the Panthers. The drop pass for Keller was broken up. This is Guido. 1-on-3. Guido stick handles, shoots. He clears the crossbar. He chases down his own rebound, but it's taken by Bilski for the Panthers. We're back to 5-on-5. 4 1/3 remaining in regulation. Pitt 4, Delaware 3. Blue Hens saw their 3-2 mid-game lead slip away thanks to 2 goals in 70 seconds from the Panthers. Looking for a little breathing room was Luke Beatty. Snellenberg with the save there, and he comes down with the rebound save as well. So certainly not for lack of ability on the part of Jacob Snellenberg. He's stopped 26 of 30. Tracy gloves the puck down at center. It's picked up by Beatty, with whom he collided, and dumped into the Delaware end. 3:23 to go. The Hens bench has shortened considerably. Rodriguez, steered by Peluso behind the net, tries to set up Guelph. Another Lindsay save with 3:05 to go. Let's look back at that Snellenberg series from just moments prior. 2-on-2 attack, the first save on Beatty, and then the rebound stop which followed. We've entered the antepenultimate minute of this contest. Pressure's on for the Hens. Sidoriak puts the pressure on Danny Krull behind the Delaware net. Johns looked for the shot lane from the near corner, to no avail. Mahoney corrals a rolling puck. He finds Justin Guelph on the breakout. Rodriguez puts on the brakes. Guelph storms up the left wing boards. Centering feed was broken up by Henderson. Peluso careened back into Lindsay, and this puck is cleared. 2:20 to go. Guelph again, right wing boards. Drop pass, Guido's shot, saved by Lindsay, and he freezes for the pause. 2:14 to go. 4-3 hockey game. And Delaware is going to take their timeout. Timeout, Delaware. Stu Rolnick rallying his Panthers. Todd Middlemeyer rallying his Blue Hens with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And Blue Hen Nation working into a frenzy themselves. Bench conference about to break up. Snellenberg heads back to his office. And play is set to resume. No, he doesn't. Snellenberg has been pulled for the extra attacker. So 6 on now. False start off the faceoff, says Rich Jondo. The officials get together to discuss what, if anything, went down. Nothing to report. We'll try again. 130 seconds to go. Extra attacker on for the Hens. Virag stood up in a 2-on-1 And Josh Rip buries the empty net goal. And that, with all likelihood, will do it. As Rip completes the give and go from Aldrich Virag with 2 minutes remaining. And it's now a 5-3 hockey game. .114 seconds to go. Pitt goal, his 12th of the season. Scored by number 11, Josh Rip. Assisted by number 43, Aldrich Virag. Time of the goal, 18 minutes even. In the third period, Rip's 12th from Virag at 18 minutes, an empty net goal. And the Hens are on the power play again with an empty net. Little does the spectator to our immediate right know there's an ambient mic immediately in his path. Clearly he's not happy, and understandably so it seems. .85 seconds to go. A minute 16 to go in this 5-3 hockey game. Virag trying for the empty net. A minute to go. Now the final 45. Mahoney could not maintain the zone. .30 seconds remaining. Guelph to Guido. Tracy to Guido. Back around to Sidoriak. Shot broken up by Keller. This comes back to Sidoriak. 12 seconds to go. Shot from Tracy. Covered. And here we go. And there's going to be a lot to report with 3 seconds remaining as everybody pairs up. Guido just took it to Leslie. Leslie grabbing his face in pain. And linesman Gavin Doyle and Chris Draves earning their keep tonight. Not how you want something like this to end. The belligerent fan has been escorted out. We apologize for the obscenities you heard from him. through the past minute and a half of action. Lots going down here at 11:57, more than we've got space to record on the sheet. Rather, at 19:57. And at this point, it's pretty well foregone that the Blue Hens will taste defeat for the first time in 2.5 months. The empty net goal from Josh Ripp with 2 minutes remaining. Sealing victory for the Panthers. Another sparkling performance from Grant Lindsay. "32 saves. To backstop the Panthers to their 16th. Win of the season. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our videographer is Evie Hill. Our production assistant this evening is Zach Chiarlo. A tip of the hat to Joe behind the scenes for all his hard work, making it a pleasure to come to work every weekend. We couldn't do it without you, Joe. And Sidoriak was just given a 5-minute major for slashing. Final 3 seconds. Puck is down. The clock stopped at 2.1 as the jawing continues again. The teams have been ordered back to their benches, and that will do it. A good hockey game turns sour in the final seconds. The final score, University of Pittsburgh Panthers 5, Delaware Blue Hens 3. Final shots on goal, Pitt 31, Delaware 35. Ultimately, cooler heads prevail as the teams shake hands at center. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Tonight's 3rd star with 2 assists for Pitt, number 14, Jack Casella. Tonight's number 2 star with a goal and an assist, number 43, Oldrich Virag. And the number 1 star of the game with 32 saves for Pitt, number 35, Grant Lindsay. So that will do it for us on this Saturday evening from Fred Rust Arena. Hard-fought game by the Blue Hens, but that late push from the University of Pittsburgh Panthers ultimately proved to be too much. A salute from the Blue Hens to the crowd on hand at Fred Rust Arena, whom they will see one more time this year. And that is on February 9th, when they host Drexel on senior night and the home finale. A 3-2 mid-game lead evaporated. There the go-ahead from Brady Rotolo. With further support from netminder Grant Lindsay. As the Pitt Panthers break the Hens' point streak, winning 5-3 to close out this weekend at Fred Rust Arena.